Howdy, my name is Jonathan George, and I am in the Psych 107 501 class, and this is my case presentation. For my case presentation, I'm doing the film Black Swan. In the movie Black Swan, the lead character, played by Natalie Portman, is called Nina Sawyer. Nina is a full-time ambitious dancer in a prestigious New York ballet company, and the company is starting a new season. To kick their season off, they're doing a rendition of the famous dance Swan Lake. We find out that Nina gets the lead role, but she faces a lot of pressure from the people in her life, starting with her mother. Her mother is an ex-ballerina herself and expects a lot out of Nina, and also from the other dancers in the company who are all trying to steal the role from her. On top of that, Nina, being the ambitious person that she is, has a lot of high expectations from herself. This is all pivotal in my diagnosis of her. I am diagnosing Nina Sawyer with schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a severe and chronic mental disorder characterized by disturbances in thought, perception, and behavior. There are many things throughout the movie that lead me to diagnose her with schizophrenia, two being the displays of delusions and hallucinations. Nina can be seen having delusions when she imagines that Lily, another major character in the movie, is out to steal the lead role from her, when in fact that is not reality. On top of that, Nina can be seen hallucinating several times throughout the film, but the most severe that I saw was when she imagined herself having sex with Lily, and that also was not reality. But some things were missing from her diagnosis. Often in schizophrenia patients, we see cases of disorganized thinking or speech problems, and that was never a problem for Nina. Not once did we see her ever suffer from something such as word salad. Now let's talk about the treatment. For Nina's treatment, I suggest first-generation antipsychotics such as chlorpromazine, flumenazine, haloperidol, and perfenazine. Considering most cases of schizophrenia require lifelong medication, these cheap first-generation antipsychotics are the best option. But unfortunately, these cheap antipsychotics do have some side effects, including neurological side effects and also the possibility of developing tardive dyskinesia. And so, as a plan B, I suggest that she could use second-generation antipsychotics, such as aripiprazole, asenapine, and clozapine as a few. But unfortunately, these will be a little bit more expensive, but that is because they have a lot less side effect problems. Long-term, schizophrenia can be a problem, but there is hope for patients with schizophrenia. Treatment plans cannot just end with medication for long-term success and recovery. For best results, a team consisting of a psychologist, a social worker, and a psychiatrist nurse would be the best. Ultimately, the important thing to know is that there is hope for patients with schizophrenia. Now, schizophrenia in the Black Swan, I believe, was correctly displayed. It shows the vast majority of symptoms that one would face when they have schizophrenia, and most powerfully and effectively shown in the film is how confused a person with schizophrenia can be. Now, talking about psychological disorders overall in the film industry, I believe that the film industry does a bad job of portraying psychological disorders. Obviously, they're in it for themselves and want to make their movies as entertaining as possible, so their goal is to exaggerate how quote-unquote crazy their characters are. And this unjustly paints those suffering psychological disorders to be villains in a sense. Again, thank you, and this is my presentation for the movie Black Swan.